How much should your future husband make? My husband must earn at least $20,000 a month. This is non-negotiable. Anything less is simply unacceptable. How can I maintain my luxurious lifestyle with less? I need designer bags, fine dining, and first-class travel. A man who cannot provide this is not worthy of me. I am a successful, beautiful, and highly educated Chinese woman. My standards are high, as they should be. I deserve only the best. Yet, as I grow older, I feel a pang of regret. Maybe I was too picky. Maybe I let too many good men slip away. But was it really my fault? I wanted a man who was tall, at least 185 centimeters, with a handsome face, a high salary, a luxury house, and a perfect personality. He had to be romantic, generous, and never argue with me. He should adore me, spoil me, and never expect me to cook or clean. Was that too much to ask? Now, seeing my friends married, some even with children, I wonder if I made a mistake. But then I think, no, I was right. If I settle for less, I will only resent him. So, even now, I hold on to my standards. My future husband must be flawless. He must exceed my expectations in every way. I regret being single, but I refuse to lower my standards. The right man is out there, somewhere. I stand here in the matchmaking park, surrounded by so many women like me. We are all waiting, but the men, they don't come. Or if they do, there are too few. A sea of women, all single, all called leftover by society, as if we are things forgotten on a shelf. I wonder why it's like this. Are the men afraid? Too busy? Or do they just not care? Maybe they have too many choices. But nothing is wrong with us. We are here because we hoped for more, real love, not just any marriage. Yet the world makes us feel like failures for wanting that. Men these days are lazy. No ambition. No money. No future. I work hard. I look perfect. My skin is smooth. My body is toned. My salary is high. I deserve the best. But what do men offer? Nothing. They play games. They waste time. They earn little. They drive cheap cars. They live in small apartments. This is not acceptable. A real man must work hard. He must earn more. He must buy a big house. He must drive a luxury car. He must spoil me. He must be strong. He must be successful. If not, he is useless. I will not lower my standards. I will not date a poor man. I will not accept excuses. Men must improve. Men must hustle. Men must provide. Otherwise, they are not men, they are boys. And I do not date boys. If you are a man, wake up. Stop being lazy, get rich, and be worthy. Listen up, men. If you want a woman like me, you'd better man up and ask. Stop hiding behind your phone, your excuses, your fear of rejection. Cowards don't get the girl. I see so many men waiting, hesitating, hoping women will magically fall into their laps. Newsflash, it doesn't work that way. If you like her, ask her out. Straightforward. No games. No subtle hints. Women respect confidence. We might say no, sure, but we'll remember the guy who had the guts to try. You're scared? Good. Do it scared. A real man isn't fearless, he acts despite fear. Sitting there, overthinking, wondering if she's out of your league? Pathetic. Leagues don't matter if you never step up to bat. So here's your challenge. Find a woman you like. Look her in the eye. Ask her out. Simple. If she says no, move on. But at least you tried. Stop being weak. The world doesn't reward cowards, and neither do women like me. I am successful, beautiful, and independent. I have a high-paying job and a luxury apartment. But Chinese men are disappointing. They say they want strong women, but they are intimidated by my success. Last month, I went on a date. The man drove a BMW, but it was only a 3 Series. I laughed inside. He suggested splitting the bill, how embarrassing. A real man should insist on paying, then surprise me with gifts. Another one said I was too picky. Of course I'm picky. I work hard, I look perfect, and I deserve a man who matches me. But where are they? Most men are either poor, lazy, or afraid of a woman who shines brighter than them. My parents say I should lower my standards. Never. Why should I settle for less when I am the best? Chinese men need to improve, make more money, dress better, be more confident. Until then, I'd rather stay single than waste my time. Why are all men so short? I am 1.68 meters tall, I wear heels, so I become 1.75 meters. Any man under 1.85 meters is unacceptable. How can I feel protected by someone who doesn't tower over me? I went on a date last week. The man said he was 1.78 meters online. Lies! When we met, he was barely 1.75 meters. I could almost look him in the eyes. Disgraceful. I left after 10 minutes. Chinese men need to grow taller. If they can't reach at least 1.85 meters, they shouldn't even approach me. I work hard, I look perfect, why should I settle for less? Short men lack confidence. Short men lack ambition. I refuse to lower my standards. I don't care if the average height is only 1.72 meters. That's not my problem. I deserve a tall, commanding presence. Until then, I stay single. And I'm proud of it. I am a successful woman. I have a good job, a nice apartment, and a luxury car. I deserve the best. But men today are disappointing. They don't earn enough. Last month, a man asked me out. He was handsome, but he only made $50,000 a month. How can I date a man like that? I spend more than that on bags. Another man drove a BMW, but it was last year's model. Unacceptable. Chinese men must work harder. If you can't afford a penthouse and vacations in Europe, don't waste my time. I don't ask for much, just a man who earns at least $200,000 a month, owns property in a Tier 1 city, and has no debt. Is that too much to ask? My friends say I'm too picky. But why should I lower my standards? I worked hard to be where I am. Men should too. Until then, I'll stay single. Better alone than with a poor man. I am a successful, elegant woman with high standards. Why can't men take care of themselves? Every time I go on a date, I am shocked. Their nails are dirty, their hair is greasy, and their clothes smell like old soy sauce. Do they not own a mirror? Last week, a man took me to a fancy restaurant. His cologne was so strong, I thought a perfume bottle exploded. And his shoes? Scuffed, dusty, like he walked through a construction site. I wanted to cry. Another one had the nerve to hold my hand, his palms were sweaty, like a wet sponge. Disgusting. And don't get me started on their teeth. Yellow, coffee-stained, like they've never heard of toothpaste. I deserve a man who smells like fresh linen, with skin smooth as jade and teeth whiter than snow. Until then, I'll stay single. My standards are high, but my hygiene is higher. Why are all men today are so introvert? They don't talk enough. They don't approach me first. If I don't message them, they disappear. If we go on a date, they just nod and smile. I ask questions, they give short answers. No passion, no confidence. I want a man who speaks like a poet, who surprises me with romantic words every day. Who fights for my attention. Who sends me long messages, not just good morning. Who can debate with me, challenge me, excite me. But no. Men today are like quiet mice. They hide behind phones. They expect me to lead everything. If I don't plan the date, nothing happens. If I don't flirt first, they stay cold. I deserve a man who is strong, who takes charge, who fills my life with energy. Not a shadow who only speaks when spoken to. Men these days talk too much. They are too loud. Every time I go on a date, the man just talks and talks. He talks about his job, his car, his boring opinions. His voice is so loud, like a shouting street vendor. I sit there, graceful and quiet, waiting for him to impress me. But no. He keeps talking. A real man should listen. He should speak only when necessary, in a soft, deep voice. Not like a noisy child. I deserve better. I deserve a man who understands silence, who appreciates my refinement. But all I meet are loud, chatty boys who think their words are gold. They are not. They are just noise. I will wait. I will not lower my standards. The right man will be quiet, respectful, and worthy of me. I just want to share my thoughts. I'm a single woman, and I feel so tired of men who play video games all day. Every time I meet someone, it's the same story. They say they like me, but then they spend hours and hours gaming. They ignore messages, cancel plans, and even forget to eat because of their games. I don't understand. Is a game more important than a real person? I want someone who talks to me, who spends time with me, who cares about building a future. But instead, I find men who act like boys, glued to their screens, shouting at their teammates online. I work hard, I take care of myself, and I'm ready for a real relationship. But how can I trust a man who chooses pixels over people? Maybe one day I'll meet someone who values real life more than a virtual world.
She has a point, but it's not that simple. Men play games to relax, escape stress, or just have fun. After a long day of work or pressure, gaming feels like a small break from reality. But it's somewhat understandable because some guys take it too far, ignoring real-life responsibilities and relationships. Although, it's not fair to say all gamers are immature.
I once had a boyfriend who loved video games too much. Every day, he would go to the gaming booth and play for hours. He forgot about me. He forgot about life. He only cared about his games. I warned him, this is not how a real man behaves. A real man should have ambition, discipline, and focus. But he did not listen. Then, one day, his body gave up. Too much gaming, too little sleep. He got very sick and was sent to the hospital. Even then, he asked for his phone to keep playing. I was shocked. How could a man be so weak? I deserve someone strong, someone who values health and success, not pixels on a screen. I left him. A high-value woman like me cannot waste time with a low-value man. I need a partner who matches my standards, someone who exercises, reads books, and builds a future. Not someone who destroys himself in a gaming booth.
She sounds exhausting. Her standards aren't just high, they're delusional. Sure, her ex had a problem, but instead of showing concern or trying to help, she treated him like a failed product she could just return. People make mistakes. Real love means standing by someone, not bailing the second they don't meet your perfect man checklist. A truly high-value person has empathy, not a spreadsheet of demands. Life isn't about finding someone who ticks every box. It's about growing together. I want to share why many men like me spend so much time playing video games and avoid dating. Life in China is hard. Work pressure is high, and expectations are even higher. Many women want a man with a good job, a house, a car, and lots of money. But for ordinary men like me, these things are not easy to get. Even if I work hard, I might never reach those standards. It feels hopeless. Video games are different. In games, I can be strong, successful, and respected. I can escape real life and forget about stress. Games give me goals I can actually achieve. They don't judge me for not having enough money or status. Dating is too stressful. Many women expect too much, and I don't want to compete just to be accepted.
Chinese men are not good enough for me. They don't meet my standards. I am beautiful, successful, and elegant. I deserve the best. But in China, men are lazy. They don't make enough money. They are not tall enough. They are not romantic. They don't know how to treat a woman like me. I want a man who is 6 feet tall, makes at least $500,000 a year, has a perfect face, and treats me like a queen. Chinese men cannot do this. They are weak. They have no ambition. They only want simple girls who cook and clean for them. I am not a simple girl. I am a goddess. So I am going to America. American men are better. They are strong, rich, and know how to respect a woman. They will worship me. They will give me the life I deserve. Maybe I will marry a Hollywood star or a billionaire. That is my level. Chinese men, if you read this, improve yourselves. Until then, I will find my perfect man in the USA.
She thinks American men will worship her just because she's Chinese? Good luck with that. The delusion is strong. Maybe she'll realize that high-value men anywhere in the world aren't lining up for entitled princesses who bring nothing but demands. If she wants a billionaire, she'd better be more than just beautiful and elegant.